Hi, it's Peter Johnson, the Time Retriever, here with our weekly time tip. Do you know, quite often people come to me and say, look, everyone talks about prioritising their to-do list for their day, but they say they struggle to be able to prioritise things because everything's important, everything's got to be done. Well, they can't figure out what should be more important than others. But one of the ways I get my clients to actually prioritise their list is to break their list up into 3 categories. And one of those categories, the first one, is long-term future items. Items that if you act on them today, they will create a result for you in the long-term future. And things like marketing. If you get your marketing done today, then that's done so as you can bring clients in the future. If you keep putting your marketing off, you keep putting clients off. Things like prospecting, phone calls, again being able to contact people to start to build relationships. Things people don't like doing, but they work really well, and they're the things that they'll put off and do later on, and yet they're the things that bring you a business in the future. Could be training a team member on, you've noticed that they've got an issue that they keep coming to you with, and if you spend a bit of time with them, you can train them up on it and they wouldn't have to come to you all the time. Thus, creating more time for you to get other things done in your day. So therefore, taking the time to train today will get you time back in the long-term future. The second category is short-term future items. Now, those sort of items are things that that you need to do that are focused on achieving something over the next 2 to 4 weeks. It could be making appointments with someone in 2 or 3 weeks' time, so as that's all set up ready to meet them. It could be that you've got product going on sale shortly, you need to make sure that's all in stock, and if not, you've got to order it in. But there are things that you need to do today to ensure that in the next couple of weeks things are going to happen properly. The third category is today's events. And today's events are items that don't fit in the first 2. They're not a long-term future item, they're not a short-term future item, they're a today event. So we get them to categorise them in those 3 areas. And when it comes to now prioritising their day, we look at doing the long-term future events first. Now, long-term future events, things like marketing, which could take quite some time to do, phone call, prospecting, which we hate doing, those sorts of things, they are the ones that we need to get out of the road first, and they have a tendency to take a bit longer to do, could be a bit harder. But we need to focus on getting them done first thing in the day, so as we ensure that our future is protected and it's done. Because they are also the things that you turn around and say, look, that's okay, I can do that tomorrow. And as long as you keep saying, I can do that tomorrow or I can do it later, I'll need to get these other things done. As long as you keep saying that, you keep putting off those things that are supposed to happen in the future to a far further future away than what they can be. If you want things to happen straight away, and in your future plan, start doing those events today. Now, you can only have 1 or 2 of those in your day. If you find you've got 3 or 4 items for the long-term future, just move them out over the next couple of days, because they are things that take a bit longer to do, so it could be a bit more difficult. But they do need to be done first thing today. And then you're planning your short-term future events. They're the ones where we're booking for appointments for the next couple of weeks or checking stock, those sorts of things. And we plan those in to get done next, because they're about making things happen in the shorter term future. And then once they're out of the road, you can do the rest of today's events. It could be getting your invoicing done. It could be getting that contract of sale done for a product or a service you're going to provide someone, which most people would think you've got to get done first. No, get the other stuff done and then get that done and to the client. What will happen is you'll find if you break them down into long-term future, short-term future items and then today's items, and you do them in that sequence, you'll get far more done in your day, because the things that are about the future and harder, longer to do, will be done and out of your road. So when it comes to prioritising your day, think about those things that are for the long-term future. The things that you'd normally say I could do tomorrow, make sure you do them early in the day, first thing in today. Then your short-term future events, and then today's events. You'll find, and as our clients find, you actually start to get a lot more done in your day, and more importantly, the future happens much sooner. So the success in your business will happen sooner because you're acting on that stuff today. Bye for now.